Good morning, Matthew. I hope you are doing well and that you are ready to begin working on IEP goals 1, 2, and 3. So for goal number 1, Matthew, we are going to be able to identify and write metaphor sentences. So a metaphor is a new topic for us. We had been talking about similes. However, for these 9 weeks, we're going to be talking about metaphors. And metaphors are two unlike things that are compared not using the words like or as. In similes, we use the words like or as. However, in metaphors, that is not the case. So examples are, she was a breath of fresh air. You see how there was no like or as? However, they're comparing two different things. The girl with a breath of fresh air. And then another example is, the snow is a white blanket. There is no like or as in that sentence, and they're comparing the snow with a white blanket. And over here on the right side, we have a lot more metaphors. I'm going to read just a couple and you can read the rest on your own. So, your friend George is a big baby. And we know that when we've heard that expression like before, you're a big baby. Well, that's a metaphor. And when they're telling you that, they're trying to let you know you're a crybaby. Like you're, you cry about everything. You do everything, like, I guess, not tattletelling, but you cry about everything. So, that is what that means. And then another one, if we go down, it says, that girl over there is one beautiful fox. When they mention that to a girl, they're not trying to let them know that they're like a fox or that fox are very beautiful. They're trying to say that the girl is very beautiful, that she's very nice and they really like her. Another one would be, my boyfriend is my knight in shining armor. Is that they are very in love with their boyfriend. They think their boyfriend is amazing. And those are just a couple of more metaphors. So now we are going to work on our goal number 1 worksheet, and it is called metaphor matching. So if you can please take out this worksheet so we can work on it together. Do not forget to write your name and the date. Today is March the 11th, 2021. And here, Matthew, it says, draw a line to match each metaphor with its meaning. So we have meanings here, and then we have our metaphors with pictures over here. What we gotta do is draw a line to the correct meaning. I am going to do one as an example with you, and then you are going to do the rest on your own. So, let's begin. I'm going to do this middle one right here with you. I'm going to do number 3 with you. And number 3 says, she makes people laugh. So, which one would go with she makes people laugh? She is a star. He's a big baby. Your desk is a pig pen. She is a class clown. He is a chicken. Or time is money. Yes, she makes people laugh goes with she is the class clown. When somebody tells you you're the class clown, they're not telling you you look like a clown. They're telling you that you are very funny and you make them laugh. So that is what you're going to do for the rest of the meanings and metaphors. Just match them together. If you need any help, let me know. If not, once you are done, we will continue with goal number 2. So for goal number 2, Matthew, we are going to be able to identify adverbs in a sentence. So prior to this, we had been going over adjectives. And we know that an adjective is when they describe a noun. And here we have adverbs. They describe either how something was done, how often the verb happened, where the verb happened, or when it happened. So in adjectives, it was with nouns. In adverbs, we're describing the noun. However, in just those 4 categories. And adjectives, we had so many: the shape, the color, the size, the length, like so many. Here, all we're looking for is how was it done, how often it happened, when it happened, or where it happened. Usually the words like happily, madly, loudly, like we have words here that we can use, that if we see in a sentence, we know these are adverbs. Also, how often, anything that says always, every day, never, sometimes, once, twice, those are words that are also adverbs when they're mentioning how often. When, here are some words like after, before, soon, today, yesterday, are also adverbs. And where, anytime they're talking about a place, whether it was away, it was here, it was at home, it was outside, it was over there, those are adverbs as well. And this anchor chart right here is going to help us answer the questions in our goal number 2 worksheet. And it is called adverbs. And it looks like this. So if you can please take it out so we can work on it together. So this is our worksheet. And it says, an adverb is a verb that describes an action verb. So we know that it describes a verb. An adverb can describe how quickly an action happens. How an action happens, which here in this case are using the word quickly. Jason quickly read the book. How did Jason read? Quickly. That is our adverb. Another way to describe an adverb is by telling them when the action happens. So the example here is Emma left early. When did Emma leave? Early. That's our adverb. And also where the action happened. So the example here is Lily and Ben played here. Where did Lily and play Ben? Here. Here is our adverb. And over here at the bottom, it says an action verb is underlined in each sentence. So we know that all of these things that are underlined are our verb. And we have to circle the adverb that describes this verb. So they helped us out and gave us the verb. We just need to circle the adverb that whatever is describing this verb right here. So I am going to do one with you and you will work on the rest on your own. So to begin, it says number 1, my grandpa snorted loudly. So how, when, or where did it happen? Is any of those things or any of those descriptions here? If you do not remember, we can always come back to our anchor chart here and look for a word, any word that is right here that is also in our sentence. Here are some examples of adverbs. So if we see some of these words in the sentence, that means that is our adverb. So if we go back to our our sentence, my grandpa snorted loudly. So I found the adverb. The adverb is loudly. How did he snore? Loudly. Good job. And that is what you are going to do for the rest of them. And then over here on the side, we have 3 pictures. And it says, write the number of sentences that match each picture. So these pictures describe some of these sentences. Write how many sentences go with each picture. Once you are done with this assignment, we will continue to work on goal number 3. And for goal number 3, Matthew, we are going to identify the number of faces in 3D geometric figures. So we have already reviewed our 3D shapes, and now what we have to do is find out how many faces. So here in this anchor chart, we have our shapes, right? We have our names, and then we have our faces, edges, and vertices. However, for right now, do not pay attention to the edges and vertices. That is later on. For right now, all we have to worry about is the faces. And this anchor chart right here is going to help you answer the questions on our goal number 3 worksheet. So please take it out so we can work on it. So this is our assignment for today, Matthew, and here they're giving you the picture and the name of all the 3D shapes. And what you need to do is trace the faces so you can tell me the number of faces each shape has. So I am going to do one with you. However, I'm going to do cylinder. So this is your number 5. And just because this one might be a little tricky. So a cylinder is like a can, right? And if you were to see a can, I want you to think about how many flat faces does a can have? Like, flat, by what I mean by flat is that you can put the can like standing up and it will not fall. And it's not going to roll. So think of a can or think of a cylinder. They're both the same thing. And tell me how many flat faces does it have? So here, this right here, this is like the whole, this is where you can roll the can. This is not considered a face. What is considered a face is this flat top, which is also in the bottom because they are flat, and the object can stand on it. So, as I asked right now, how many flat faces does this shape have? Yes, it has 2 faces. The one on the top, and because it's on the top, I also know there's one in the bottom, so it is 2. And if you didn't know, you could have came back over here and looked at your anchor chart and look, cylinder, and it tells you it has 2 faces. Awesome job. So that is what you are going to do for the rest of the shapes, Matthew. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I am always here to help. If not, once you are done, do not forget to submit it to Teams for a grade. After that, you are good. I hope you have a wonderful spring break, and we will see you here back on March 22. Bye.